Hello everybody, I'm very excited to share with you this recipe. I partnered with Sizzle Fish to receive their wild caught fish, which is very important. It's sustainable. This specific one is a wild caught Alaska king salmon, and it has the highest amount of omega-3s of all the wild salmon Alaska species. So that's pretty cool. And it's also sustainable and additive free, which is very important if you are someone that's recovering from any sort of autoimmunity, mold poisoning, you name it. So I'm very excited to be cooking with this, and I'm going to make my own filet on an autoimmune protocol salmon, which whether you're on this protocol or not, it's absolutely delicious. I would have this 100 times over. So to start, you will need wild caught salmon, preferably sizzle fishes, because it comes directly to your front door and it's way cheaper and, to be honest with you, better quality than going to the supermarket. You will also need some shiitake mushrooms, you know, to give it that flair we're going for. Some olive oil, some garlic that we will be mincing, and the recipe wouldn't be complete without Beauty and the Broth bone broth, which is also autoimmune compliant, the chicken that is. And if you don't have it, shame on you. I'm kidding. You could use some ginger and turmeric to give it that same kind of pizzazz we're going for this recipe. So another good reason to use this as seasoning is because not only is it AIP compliant, but you are getting the same benefits that bone broth has to offer, but incorporating it in your food, and it already has ingredients like turmeric and ginger in it that are very good for your gut and your health and your immunity. So I highly recommend using a bone broth like this or this for your seasoning. First, before the salmon goes into the oven, which is preheated at 425 degrees, we are going to marinate it with some Beauty and the Broth chicken bone broth. And as mentioned, if you do not have this, use some ginger and some turmeric to season it. Or something else I love is the AIP compliant teriyaki sauce by Tasty Natural. This is another good option. And then we're gonna take the garlic and we're gonna mince it. Let's coat a pan with some olive oil and start heating up these mushrooms, because in my opinion, the browner they get, the better. And to give it some more flavor, you could add some olive oil on top, as well as some Himalayan salt. Before putting this in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes, depending on your taste, how you like it, we're gonna add some Himalayan salt to it. And now you have a wild-caught Alaskan king salmon, Beauty in the Broth, and sizzle fish. Once again, it's extremely delicious, high in omega-3s, and sustainable with no additives, so enjoy.